Everyone, welcome out here to Holiday Racing Season 7 event number 19. We're back out here for another brown track event, our third to last brown track event of the season. So let's go ahead and get this event kicked off out here with Flying Dutchman and Track Tires Gravedigger versus Jonas in Blue Thunder. I don't know why Chess having the Blue Thunder, but he will crash and Track Stars Gravedigger. We've got Barnacle Boy and Batman versus Monster Jam Weekly Updates in Dragon. And it looks like Batman will get the win. Next up, we've got Karen and Blue Thunder Ice versus Zona Monsters in Bad Company Ice. Ooh, Bad Company Ice try to get the block, but will end up on his lid, and Blue Thunder Ice will move on. We've got Sheldon J. Plankton and Plankton Monster Truck versus Nitro Studios in Son of a Digger. Plankton will hit the Jersey Barriers, which will allow for Son of a Digger to get Noctis Gabe and Earthshaker Ice versus Aaron 1234 Channel in Team Hot Wheels Firestorm. Team Hot Wheels Firestorm will have a crash. I have no idea what will happen to that, but it looks like your winner is going to be Earthshaker. We've got us_Jam and Dancer versus Jackson Hughes in Gravedigger. Dancer will hit the Jersey Barriers, which will allow for Gravedigger to get the win. We've got Squilliam Fancy Sun and Octonator Ice versus SpongeBob SquarePants and SpongeBob Monster Truck. And SpongeBob Monster Truck with a block will get the win and defeat Octonator. Next up, we have All About Monster Trucks in Michigan Ice Monster versus Mac Bulldog Mac and Alien Invasion Ice. Alien Invasion Ice is kind of getting pushed to turn the other way, which will allow for Michigan Ice Monster. We've got Sandy Cheeks and El Toro Loco versus Berto Trevino in Monster Mutt Rottweiler. Ooh, and that is close. Monster Mutt Rottweiler had the lead, but it looks like your winner is going to be El Toro Loco. Next up, we've got Monster Jam California and Northern Nightmare versus Gary the Snail and Monster Mutt Ice. And Monster Mutt Ice will get the win with the block. Next up, we've got Lizard Gaming and Avenger versus Sandra Colney in Snowhawk. Snowhawk with a crazy crash and Avenger will get the win. Next up, we've got Riggs of Rods, SMTV, and Glaze Machine versus Monster Jam Extreme in Vixen. Ooh, Vixen turned, and that's just not going to help him. He could have maybe gotten the win if he could have kept it straight, which will allow for Glaze Machine to advance. Next up, we've got Nicholas Mordkisi and Gravedigger Ice versus Nathaniel Evans in Monster Mutt Dalmatian Ice. Ooh, and Gravedigger Ice will get the win with a block. Next up, we've got Mrs. Puff in Higher Education versus Kayla Blood in Soldier Fortune Ice. Ooh, Soldier Fortune Ice had the lead, but will turn, which will allow for Higher Education to get the win. We've got WMT Smiley and Roger Dodger versus Maxer RT and El Toro Loco Ice. Toro Loco is having a great pass, but will get a bit swirly there, which will allow for Roger Dodger to get the win. We've got Perch Perkins and Chillin' Villain versus Eugene H. Krabs in Mr. Krabs Monster Truck. And Mr. Krabs is one of its fastest passes of the season. Next up, we've got BuckFan23 and Teenage Mutant Ninja Turtles versus Bakugan Dragonoid Monster Jam Fan and Bakugan Dragonoid Ice. Crazy crash right there, and Teenage Mutant Ninja Turtles will get the win. Wow, what a race. Next up, we have Liam's Toy Time in 32 Degrees versus the Cameron 9785 in Monster Mutt. Ooh, and 32 Degrees, maybe if he could have kept it straighter, he could have gotten the win, but Monster Mutt will block him for the win. Next up, we have Monster Jam Collector 2008 in Northern Nightmare Ice versus Cats in Dasher. And Northern Nightmare Ice will get the win. Next up, we've got Caro Harrison and Dragon Ice versus Larry Lobster and Crustacean. And Crustacean will get the win. We've got Mawkware 001 and Bigfoot versus Nicole Johnson and Tasmanian Devil. Tasmanian Devil has the lead, and Tasmanian Devil will get an upset win over Bigfoot. We've got Monster Truck Sid and Walmart Museum Truck versus Dead Panda and Captain's Curse. In Walmart Museum Truck, this has a blazing fast pass to get the win and defeat Captain We've got Spin Master Monster Jam and Santa's Monster Sleigh versus Patrick Star in Patrick Monster Truck. And Patrick, getting a bit swirly there, will get the win and defeat Santa's Monster Sleigh. Next up, we've got SpongeBob Fan 23 and 2020 Christmas Stunt Truck versus Twin Monkey and Holiday Hauler. It's me versus the truck I drove from seasons 1 through 3. And the truck I drove in from seasons 1 through 3 will defeat. Next up, we've got Squidward Cute Tentacles and Squidward Monster Truck versus Miguel Duenas and Ice Cream Man. Oh, Ice Cream Man just hits the karate board and just crashes, and Squidward trying to hit those jingle bells to get the win. Next up, we've got Moss Jam Kobe and Prancer versus Rack Edit 17 and Stone Crusher. This is the final race out here in round 1. Who will go on to round 2? Don't know why having the Stone Crusher almost looks like his back tire's locked up, which will allow for Prancer to get the win. It's time to kick off round 2 out here with the Chocolate Drive and Mechanical Mischief versus Flying Dutchman and Track Ace Tires Gravedigger. These are the winning trucks from seasons 6 and 2. Which one will move on? Okay, so it's better with the Great Pass Any Block will defeat yesterday's winner and last season's champion Mechanical Mischief. Next up, we've got Barnacle Boy in Batman versus Karen in Blue Thunder Ice. And Blue Thunder Ice with a block will defeat Batman. Next up, we have Nitro Studios and Son of a Digger versus Not Just Gabe and Earthshaker Ice. Earthshaker Ice hits the karate board and will get a crash block to defeat Son of a Digger. Next up, we've got Jackson Hughes and Gravedigger versus SpongeBob SquarePants and SpongeBob Monster Truck. And SpongeBob Monster Truck with a block will defeat Gravedigger. Next up, we've got Scrap and Prowler versus All About Monster Trucks and Michigan Ice Monster. Ooh, both trucks going fast. Prowler will get faster, but will hit the Jersey Bears and get slowed down. And Michigan Ice Monster had the lead and he almost won it, but he gets pushed back by the tile, which will allow for Prowler to get the win. Wow, what a race. Next up, we got Sandy Cheeks and El Toro Loco versus Gary Lee Snail and Monster Mutt Ice. And El Toro Loco with a block will get the win. Next up, we've got Mum and Yeti versus Lizard Gaming and Avenger. Ooh, and Yeti will get the win and defeat Avenger. Next up, we've got Rigs of Rods, SMTV, and Glaze Machine versus Nicholas Morghisi and Gravedigger Ice. And Glaze Machine will crash, allowing for Gravedigger Ice to get Mermaid Man and Iron Man versus Mrs. Puff in Higher Education. And Iron Man with a very fast pass will defeat Higher Education. Next up, we've got WMT Smiley and Roger Dodger versus Eugene H. Krabs and Mr. Krabs Monster Truck. It's the battle between two similar-looking designs of truck bodies. Which one will move on? It is close, but WMT Smiley and Roger Dodger will get the block to defeat Mr. Krabs. Buckfan 23 and Teenage Mutant Ninja Turtles versus the Cameron 9785 in Monster Mutt. And Monster Mutt with a crash block will defeat Teenage Mutant Ninja Turtles. We've got Moss Jam Collector 2008 in Northern Nightmare Ice versus Larry Lobster in Crustacean. And Crustacean with a block will get the win and defeat Northern Nightmare. We've got Kitty Witty and Monster Mutt Husky versus Nicole Johnson and Tasmanian Devil. Tasmanian Devil nearly does a front flip and Monster Mutt Husky will get the win. Next up, we've got Monster Truck Sid and Walmart Museum Truck versus Patrick Star and Patrick Monster Truck. And Walmart Museum Truck will get the win and defeat Patrick Monster Truck. Next up, we've got Bubble Buddy and Mohawk Warrior versus Twin Monkey and Holiday Hauler. And Mohawk Warrior will get the win with a block. Next up, we've got Squidward Cute Tentacles and Squidward Monster Truck versus Monster Jam Kobe in Prancer. This is the final race out here in round number 2. Who will go on to round 3? And Squidward Monster Truck will get the win. It's time to start off round 3 out here with Track Ace Tires Gravedigger versus Blue Thunder Ice. Track Ace Tires Gravedigger will do a slap wheelie and Blue Thunder Ice will get the upset win. Next up, we've got Earthshaker Ice versus SpongeBob Monster Truck. Our Sugar Ice with the Jersey Bears and SpongeBob Monster Truck will get the win. Next up, we've got Scrap and Prowler versus Sandy Cheeks and El Toro Loco. Well, El Toro Loco almost, I don't know what just happened, but El Toro Loco will slow down Prowler. Next up, we've got Yeti versus Gravedigger Ice. And Gravedigger Ice will get an upset win and defeat Yeti. Next up, we've got Iron Man versus Roger Dodger. And Roger Dodger with one of its fastest passes of the season, almost hitting those jingle bells, will get the win in advance. Next up, we've got Monster Mutt versus Crustacean. Oh my, what a race, but Monster Mutt will get the win. Next up, we've got Monster Mutt Husky versus Walmart Museum Truck. Oh, come on, and Walmart Museum Truck will take down the season leader to advance to the quarterfinals. We've got Mohawk Warrior versus Squidward Monster Truck. This is the final race out here in round 3. Who will go to the quarterfinals? Mohawk Warrior does a slap wheelie. Look at those tires spin, and Squidward will just accelerate to the other side of the living room to get the win. Look at those tires still spinning on Mohawk Warrior. We made out here to the quarterfinals. Here are our 8 quarterfinalists. Inside Blue Thunder Ice, we've got Karen. Inside of SpongeBob Monster Truck, we've got SpongeBob SquarePants. Inside of El Toro Loco, we've got Sandy Cheeks. Inside of Gravedigger Ice, we've got Nicholas Morghese. Inside of Roger Dodger, we've got WMT Smiley. Inside of Monster Mutt, we've got the Cameron 9785. Inside of Walmart Museum Truck, we've got Monster Truck Sid. And inside of Squidward Monster Truck, we've got Squidward Q Tentacles. Who will go to the semifinals? Will it be Karen or will it be SpongeBob SquarePants? And SpongeBob SquarePants with the block will move on. Next up, who will go to the semifinals? Will it be Sandy Cheeks or will it be Nicholas Morghese? Nicholas Morghese will have an interesting crash, almost doing a cartwheel, and Sandy Cheeks will move on. Who will go to the semifinals? Will it be WMT Smiley or will it be the Cameron 9785? Oh my, WMT Smiley with the Jersey Bears, which will cost him, and the Cameron 9785 will move on. Next up, who will go to the semifinals? Will it be Monster Truck Sid or will it be Squidward Q Tentacles? This is the final race out here in the quarterfinals. Oh, and Squidward Q Tentacles will get the block to defeat Monster Truck Sid. Another great effort by Monster Truck Sid. We're now in the semifinals. Here are our 4 semifinalists. We've got SpongeBob SquarePants, Sandy Cheeks, the Cameron 9785, and Squidward Q Tentacles. Who will go to the final round? Will it be SpongeBob SquarePants or will it be Sandy Cheeks? SpongeBob does a slap wheelie and Sandy Cheeks will get the win. Who will go to the final round to face off against Sandy Cheeks? Will it be the Cameron 9785 or will it be Squidward Q Tentacles? And Squidward Q Tentacles is being unstoppable. Snipe with another far pass will get the win and defeat the Cameron 9785. Everyone, we've made it to the final round out here in Holiday Racing Season 7 event number 19. We started off the evening with 58 of the fastest holiday-themed monster trucks, and we're now down to the fastest 2. Holiday Racing fans, are you ready to meet our final round contenders? Coming out first, looking for our first event win of the season, your Season 1 champion, who used to be from Texas, but now resides in Bikini Bottom. This is Sandy Cheeks and El Toro Loco. Versus in the other lane, your runner-up from Season 2 and 6, your local cashier at the Krusty Krab, looking for his second event win of the season out of Bikini Bottom. This is Squidward Q Tentacles and Squidward Monster Truck. Who will get the win in the next 58 points here on the board? Let's find out, and let's go racing! Oh, Squidward trying to get the block, and Sandy Cheeks will get the win. Nice job out here for Sandy Cheeks. She's been working hard for this all year long, and she's now finally got it. She's not had as many as good seasons like how she has, but she looks like she's returning back to her Season 1 form out here tonight. Great job for Sandy. She definitely needed this to try to catch up in the points and try to get that first place spot. Alright, everybody, here are the points out here after Event 19 of Holiday Racing Season 7. Let's take a closer look here in the top 5. As first off, Liam's Toy Time at 32 Degrees after a round 1 loss will be out of the top 5. And joining there in 5th place after making it all the way to round 3 will be Mum and Yeti. And then in 4th place, after a great event making it all the way to the quarterfinals, will be WMT Smiley and Roger Dodger, 771 points. And then in 3rd place, after making it all the way also to round 3, will be Mermaid Man and Iron Man with 781 points. Then in 2nd place, after making it all the way to round 3, will be Flying Dutchman and Track Ace Tires Grave Digger with 826 points. And then your leaders still remaining in 1st place after making it all the way to round 3 will be Kitty Witty and Monster Mud Husky with 905 points, as he is the first driver to crack 900 points out here. Also, everybody, we do have some news on some drivers, as currently right now it's only 8 events left, and that means anybody with 441 points or higher is in contention to win the series. Which means we sadly have some new eliminations and people who are now mathematically eliminated. And those are Zona Monsters and Bad Company Ice is out. Maxer RT and El Toro Loco Ice is out. Twin Monkey and Holiday Hauler is out. Nathaniel Evans and Monster Dalmatian Ice is out. Squilliam Fancy Sun and Octanator Ice is out. Sandra Conley and Snowhawk is out. And so is Kayla Blood and Soldier Fortune Ice. As well as also our new addition, as well as Nicole Johnson and Tasmanian Devil. And of course, Stone Crusher still also remains to be eliminated from the points championship contention. That's going to wrap out here for Event 19, everybody. Please be sure to like, subscribe, and ring that notification bell so you guys can be notified for when Holiday Racing Season 7 Event number 20 comes out. Alrighty, bye-bye, everybody. Have a God-blessed day, and we'll see you all soon for Holiday Racing Season 7 Event 20.